Hello and welcome to another episode of Stream Red. My name is ChaosMole and this is your YouTube podcast. And today we are talking about why are streaming platforms and creator platforms actually always working against creators? Yeah, that's a pretty long question and a pretty long title, but that's what we're talking about. Because the problem is just something I've really realized is we have creator platforms like YouTube, Twitch, and to a certain degree Facebook, but apparently I heard that Facebook is actually trying to work a little bit with their creators, but especially YouTube and Twitch are creator platforms which rely on their creators to do their job, but a lot of times they're working against them. A lot of times they do things which are not really in the interest of those creators, and my biggest question is, why? Why is that a thing that creators are not really being asked about what makes sense for the thing they're doing on the platform and which makes the platform money in the end? Twitch even more than YouTube, because YouTube has live streaming, but YouTube is also a video creation platform. So even when YouTube is not necessarily listening to the live streamers all the time, you would at least assume that they are listening to their content creators, smaller, medium-sized, or even the big shots. And the reality is, well, they don't. They are doing things where you think just, why would you do this? This is going against basically everything you're doing, and which makes sense. Let me give you a few examples here. Like Twitch is wonderful with the idea of, oh, we have an issue. Can we fix this with ads? And everyone's like, huh? How would ads like fix this issue you have right now, Twitch? It's basically like somebody broke his leg and another dude is coming up and is like, hey, oh my god, you broke your leg. But can I order you a Coke? What? No, I broke my leg. Like, call like an emergency. Like, I need help. Somebody has to fix my leg. Okay. Do you want some chicken McNuggets with your Coke, or like big fries? Like, what can I do for you? Call an ambulance. Medium-sized Coke? Is that possible? And that's basically what Twitch is doing all the time. Like, Twitch has an issue and it's like, yeah, let me fix this with more ads. And it's like, that's not helping really here. So with that said, like, let me give you like a real example, something which looks nice on the first glance, and it's like, yeah, this might actually help content creators. And then you're looking a little bit more into it and you realize, wait a second, this might actually be completely useless. Why haven't they asked their content creators? So Twitch has announced a new community challenge called Boost yesterday. And this will occur completely random in all the channels on Twitch, as it looks like. And this will boost streams with a limited number of smaller channels. And when they are reaching those channel points which are needed, it will help streamers increase their visibility on Twitch, and they will be put on certain spotlights which are made very visible. Like, these are apparently the highly visible parts of Twitch. And my first question is here, what is the highly visible part? Like, do we talk about front page slots? Do we talk about the new browse category slots? Like, even though those slots are limited, like, how many front page slots do they have? 8 or 10? Let's assume they can put 8 or 10 streamers up there with those new community boosts, and they are staying on there for the next, 50 minutes. That's not a lot of streamers. Like, keep in mind, Twitch has hundreds of thousands of people streaming there every day. So it's like, that sounds like a drop in the ocean. That doesn't really sound like anything. And how many viewers do you need? How many points do you need? How random is it, right? Like, think about it. You have a day where you don't really know what to stream. There's nothing really going on. Like we have all those days, like those low-level days where nothing much is happening. And it's a very slow day, and then you have this community challenge. You manage to get the points, and then you are basically at the front page of Twitch, but you have nothing to show for. And it's like, yeah, that's not really the first impression you want to give like new people. And there's of course another big problem Twitch has, and this is actually something Twitch has to fix, which brings us back to the point of why are they not talking to their content creators, what makes actually sense. But the biggest problem on Twitch is, of course, in comparison to YouTube, people have been trained, taught for nearly a decade now to not move. Stay in the channels you are and don't find new channels. Don't find new content creators. Because especially in the last few weeks, whenever you are trying to go out there and try to find new content creators, you are getting ads. Ads everywhere. Like you are getting bombarded with ads, and sometimes those ads are the same, they are lengthy, you have multiple ads coming your way, and this is just taking away from the people to move around, because then they're just saying to themselves, okay, you know what, I'm just staying with the streamers I'm already subscribed to because I'm also not getting any ads there. I like them the most, so why should I move around? Why should I look for a new channel? And this is an absolutely feasible question. Like, why would they? Which is of course something completely different on YouTube, where people have been trained and taught for decades to find stuff, find new channels, find new videos. That's your thing. That's what works. And people are doing that on YouTube. On Twitch, on the other hand, people are just like, oh, categories where I can find new streamers. Great. Wow. I am so excited. Like, don't get me wrong, it is definitely a nice little change, but I have the feeling it's a drop in the ocean, and it doesn't really do much. Like, it looks like they're doing something, but in reality, not much will happen there. And of course, they're also not really explaining much. And don't get me wrong, this is not a video where I just bash Twitch and I'm like, oh, boo, Twitch, boo. YouTube is not better. YouTube is not better. Like, one of the recent things YouTube did where the community was just like, is when they removed community closed captures. So what basically people could do is they could submit to the content creator closed captions for the videos they created, and the content creator had to approve them, right? And then those videos had closed captions. And for whatever reason, we can just assume that YouTube had some trouble or something, or some content creators complained. I don't know really, like we don't know, but YouTube removed them. And it's like, wait, why? Like, this is like super important for a lot of content creators there, especially because they don't have the time, the money to do it themselves. So actually have like awesome community members who are submitting closed captions is like a blessing for them. Why would you take something away just because you had a few videos which, well, had a bad experience? And keep in mind, the content creator still had to approve those closed captions. So whenever there was a video with bad closed captions, the content creator approved of that. So why are taking that away, YouTube? Why? And this brings us back to the original topic, which is, why are content creation platforms not working with their content creators? Why is it so hard to reach out to certain content creators of certain sizes on your platform? You have their emails, you can send them DMs on Discord or on Twitter. Like, you have abilities to reach out to them and just be like, hey folks, we want to hear from you. You don't have to implement it, you don't have to listen to every single one of them, but at least you reached out to a group and you might get some input. Like, so many things we have seen on Twitch, on YouTube, could have been just fixed before they even did go live, because if they would have just talked to them. Like you see when those things are going live, when they're posting those tweets, what they're planning to do, how many tweets are going in and how many people are discussing this, how many videos are going live on YouTube, how many people picking this up on their live streams and talking about those changes. And it's like, yes, those communities want to discuss those changes. They want to give them feedback. So why are you releasing a feature and then ask for feedback? Just do it the other way around. Like YouTube and Twitch have partner programs. Twitch has a partner Discord. Why not getting information there first? Like, yeah, they're doing this for some things, but not for all. And it's like, please, fix it. Like, work with your content creators. They are basically the ones which bring in the money. So I cannot understand how you can just ignore those people, right? And it's unbelievable. It's like as if those big companies at the top don't really know how to work with people. It's like, hey, so who are those things there? Those are content creators, sir? Content creators, you say? Are those like machines or AI? No, sir. Those are humans. Humans? Like you and me? But why are they not getting real jobs? I don't understand. It's like, wait, what? Like, dude, hello. You can talk to us. We love to discuss things. Like, especially as a content creator, you have to be a relatively vocal person, right? Like, if you are not vocal, if you not like to discuss things, then most of the time you will have it rough as a content creator. So there are already things in place which make us great for discussing features, because it's like basically one of the things we have to do as a job. So, or even if it's just for fun, it's like, please, YouTube, Twitch, talk to us. Like, pick small content creators, pick medium-sized content creators, pick the big shots, ask them what they think about this, and you will probably hear some very different opinions on things, because a big shot has completely different needs than the small side channel, right? But they are all important because it's all adding up, and you have to find basically a middle ground you can agree on. So stop ignoring your communities and work with them. You won't believe how much easier it will make your work and how much it will basically help you to, well, get better at what you were doing and don't screw up too often anymore. That was it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see more videos, more gameplays, and more live stream, definitely subscribe. I would appreciate that. Till then, have a good one, folks.